Gents, right, today we are going to be, hopefully, sharpening some very, very, very cheap and cheerful little chisels. They were 99p, and they won't cut anything. I tried to sharpen a pencil once with one, and I think I blunted the actual chisel. So what we're going to do, we've got multiple different wet and dry, different grits. We've got a 120, 180, and this is a 400. The 120 means that there's 120 grit per certain amount, which I'm not sure of, and so on 180 and 400. Anyway, what I'm doing is I've got some really odd double-sided sticky tape, which is actually double-sided now. For us to drop it, it would just stick to everything. And I'm putting the double-sided sticky tape as close to the edge as I can. This just doesn't want to stick. This is horrendous stuff. Anyway, it's all I've got, so I'm going to do the best I can with it. Okay, and then chop it off. Other side. I started off just putting one on each side, and I found it worked, but within a few minutes it was trying to lift itself back off. But I genuinely think that this is just really dodgy double-sided sticky tape. And I have not got anything else, or I would use it. I'm tempted to blinking glue it. Anyway, we'll see. I might come up with a little way of clamping this to the glass. Now, that's another thing. I'm using glass, quite a nice thick piece. I'm one of these people who like to collect and hoard as much rubbish as I can. And luckily enough for me, it always seems to come in quite handy. And this was just a piece of glass that I picked up from a guy who was dismantling an old greenhouse, and this was one of the pieces. Let's see if we can pick it up. It's a really thick piece. It's lovely, and the reason you use glass is it's completely flat. So when you're sharpening anything on it, if it's got bevels and ridges and all sorts of other stuff, then you're going to be chipping pieces off. Now, I've sharpened this chisel a little while ago, and it has sharpened up with such an amazing finish. I can't believe it, because this was another, relatively cheap set. It was about, I think, £30 for, I can't think, 14 chisels, I think. But you can really get a good edge on them. I'm really impressed. But these, let me show you up close. These are terrible. Look at the quality of that. That's just been rammed on there with a hammer. But, if I can get a little edge on them, it might be worth trying to sort of make them into possibly little, what's it called? Little whittling knives and stuff. But I would like to see. It's worth a try. All I'm going to waste is a few bits of wet and dry paper and some time. So, anyway, I'm going to plonk this one down. Get that over there. That'll do. It's not great, it's not perfect, but that'll do. Let me just make sure you guys can still see up to that end. Yeah. Okay. Now at the moment I'm using a random glass cleaner. I'm not entirely sure why they use why you can use glass cleaner. A lot of people say, "Oh, use this, that, and the other specialist stuff." I've never ever had a problem just using it on. Oh, I've done it on that one. I've never had a problem just putting it on using glass cleaner. So we'll try that. Now I've gone straight onto the 400 grit for some reason. And do you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to just go straight onto with the 400 grit. And just like using a normal sharpening a normal chisel, I'm going to place my finger, get it at the same angle as the bevel, which is absolutely microscopic on this one, and just pull back like that. Now I hear from a lot of people that they have their wet and dry and it never rips and so on and so on. I've only had two pieces rip, but it definitely does rip. I'd like to know where they get their wet, and do you know what? That has come up with a fabulous edge. Let me just I wonder if I can get it that way. Yep, these might actually work. That'd be amazing. Right. completely, whatever the die cast or whatever it is on the actual metal, it's completely coming off. Right, I should have used I've got basically a webcam microscope, and I should have had a look at what the blade was like beforehand, what it's like now, and I should have done a comparison really. Let's have a look. Well, actually, I know it's terrible compared to an actual normal chisel, but compared to what it was like before, I might as well have been using a spoon. But let's keep giving it a go. Let's see if we can drag out the bevel a bit longer so as to get a better tip on it. Definitely allowing it's definitely allowing the blade to be, the bevel to be in mind. Right. Yeah, I actually think this might work to some degree. I'm still not going to use these instead of my regular chisels. It's starting to lose the bevel now, so I think it may not be. I think I might have been jumped to a bit too optimistic, to be honest. Let's go on to a bit of a stronger one and knock that bevel down a bit. Now, some die-hard chisel fans, or just normal human beings, will say you're doing that all wrong, you're a moron, which is probably true. But this is just an experiment. I've had these for years. I don't even know why I bought them, to be honest. I can't remember. Maybe it was just one of those mad moments where I wanted to use the dowel for something. I obviously didn't want it for the blades, but there is potential. I'm hoping. Okay, I'm rolling up all the non-slip now. This non-slip stuff you can get from this stuff was actually bought from the 99p stores. They have them over near the car stuff, and but you find it at cheap places. It's more and more frequent you find it nowadays. It's probably online actually. If anyone wants me to find them if they can't find it, give me a shout and I'll put a link in the description. Right. Can that actually be seen? I think so, but it's sort of. I think I'm wasting my time, to be honest. I will try for a few more minutes. No. Every time I get it to a certain point, it just starts to snap off, which is what I assumed would probably happen. But again, it was worth trying. Probably just use them for what I bought them for, which was, as I say, probably just the dowel. It's one of those things, you don't know if it's going to work until you try, do you? Oh, that's looking a bit promising. Oh, I keep saying that. I keep thinking, oh, 1 minute, yeah, it's definitely going to work. I don't think so. If I actually get a decent blade on this, I think I need to change my occupation and start just selling these. Buy them crap, sharpen them, sell them on. Okay, I got an edge on that. Will that hold its edge, do we reckon? No. Nope. No, I think that's just a waste of time. Okay, I will put this online just for you guys to see that, you know, when you realise that there's no chance in something, often there's no point trying. Thanks for watching. I hope I didn't waste too much of your time, and I'll bring out something a bit more interesting next time. Bye.